LBT Law Call.
Welcome back to Law Call, where we're answering your legal questions about fighting the insurance company tonight. Joining me are personal injury attorney Rocky Wilkins and Harry McCumber, both with Morgan & Morgan. Let's kick things off with an email question first. I'm going to read it, guys. Here it is. Bo says, I was rear-ended. Truck, a total loss, had spinal fusion, still chronic pain. My health insurance paid for the operation. Other driver only has minimum insurance. Adjuster says my uninsured, underinsured coverage will not compensate me for pain and suffering. Is this common? Not only that, but the health provider can claim my settlement fees. Well, that sounds like a mess. Rocky, what advice do you have for Bo in this situation?
Well, I'm sorry that this happened to Bo, and it sounds like your whole life has been turned upside down, and that's what happens to people that are in a bad wreck because they don't expect it to happen. So you had a spinal fusion, that's a major surgery. You are most likely, like you say, going to have some pain for the rest of your life. It's what I like to call a forever case because it's never going to stop. Unfortunately, it looks like there's not enough coverage, or there's no coverage from the person that caused the wreck. So we need to look at your uninsured or underinsured coverage, and I hope you and the rest of the viewers go out and buy that because it's the best, cheapest value coverage you can get, but it's the one you need the most because over a third of the drivers in Mississippi don't have coverage. I disagree with that insurance adjuster that it wouldn't cover pain and suffering. Your coverage should cover medical bills, medical treatment, future treatment, pain and suffering, lost wages, all damages that you could have normally made or sued or made a claim against for the person that caused the wreck. I hope that you have enough to cover. I'm not sure if you do. The other question that you asked was about health insurance and are they entitled to some money. The unfortunate truth is, yes, usually they are. They have what's called a lien, and that's a legal obligation, Harry, to pay back money, and we have to deal with this in almost every case. Sometimes you can get it knocked down and sometimes you can't. What should they do, though?
Well, let me first go back. You're absolutely right. In Mississippi, you really do need to have uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage because the minimum requirement is $25,000 of liability coverage. One of the things I would suggest is, and some people don't know this, but you can also take uninsured or uninsured motorist coverage from other family members in your household. So what you may want to be able, it's called stacking. So I don't know if this applies in your particular case, but you may be able to add some more insurance on top and to get you some more money. With respect to the liens, we face it all the time. So, you know, if you have a health insurance company that pays your bills and you seek a claim from what they call a third party, if you're able to recover, you can't get your bills paid twice. So you would have to pay monies back to your insurance company. If you're not successful or don't make a claim, you would never have to pay that lien back.
Yeah, I think the biggest lesson I'm hearing for both of y'all is you need to probably look into your insurance information, read the fine print in your insurance policy, make sure that you have that coverage because you could be hurt really badly and not be able to pay those bills because
stuck with them.
You never know what kind of accident you may get in.
You want to get more than, say, $25,000 also because, without getting technical, if the other person has only 25 liability and you only have 25 uninsured motorist coverage, you don't use it anyway.
You have to have more.
You have to have more. It's an offset.
Yep.
So get a lot if you can afford it. And Rocky's right. For not that much more money, it's worth it's security, and you really need to have it.
Yep.
Well, and we're dealing with that ourselves personally right now. We were involved in a hit and run. One of my sons, and so you know, we don't even know who hit us. So that you're just glad that you have it when you need it. That's what I know.
You gotta have contact, though. That's important for under the law. You can't just have one of these near miss incidents because if that were the case, people would be making up, oh well, I almost got hit on the Natchez Trace and ran off the road into a tree when it was really their fault. So there has to be contact, and if you do get into a hit and run, you need to contact your insurance company immediately because there's usually a notice requirement of around 24 hours to tell your company about it.
Okay, good information.